Echt serieus? Ja, echt.
Ja, precies. Ik ga even een foto Ze hebben wel in de cockpit nog wat. Eigenlijk alleen maar te doen als je op tijd bent. Als je op tijd zit, dan is dat heel vaak. Maandag heen, dinsdag terug, maandag heen, maandag terug. Dan is het gewoon 600 euro. Helemaal op
Sam and my colleague here on the flight deck with me. We have Nicole, Julie and Spenker looking after you in the cabin. Now I think everybody knows here what this is all about. I see there are a lot of cameras around. I'm very camera shy, so bear with me. Today is the final flight of the Fokker 70 into Amsterdam. What a beautiful airplane this is. Now I can say that with some certainty, because I've flown this airplane, only this type of aircraft, for 25 years and 25 days today. So that's quite unusual to fly the one aircraft. I know almost where all the buttons are now. So the slot time apparently is just coming up against us now. I have never seen so many cameras pointing at me. So we have to do this very quickly. Say enjoy the flight. It's only going to be 45 minutes of flight, but we'll make it a beautiful 45 minutes. I hope you're going to enjoy it as much as I'm going to.
About to take off, please switch your phone and other devices to flight mode and stow larger devices. Dames en heren, we staan op het punt van vertrekken. Zet uw telefoon en andere apparaten in de vliegtuigmodus en berg grote apparaten op alstublieft.
Nou, leuk die plank. Die staan bij de Fokker.
Ladies and gentlemen, a very good evening. My name is Julie, and together with my colleagues in the cabin, Nicole and Svenja, it's our great pleasure to welcome you all on board this final Fokker 70 departure from London Heathrow. In a few moments, we will explain the safety procedures on board this aircraft. These instructions will be given in English. If you do have any questions, please feel free to ask. And on behalf of KLM and our starting partners, we wish you all a very pleasant flight. Thank you.
Goedenavond dames en heren, mijn naam is Nicole. Ik ben vandaag op deze vlucht senior cabin attendant. Graag verwelkomen wij onze Fly Blue en Sky Team deelnemers in het bijzonder. Wij vertellen u graag iets meer over de veiligheid en vanaf nu doen we alle mededelingen in het Engels.
Ladies and gentlemen, please fasten your seatbelt. This is how to fasten the seatbelt and tighten it. And this is how to open it. There are 4 emergency exits on board. 2 hatches in the centre and 2 doors at the front of the aircraft. Floor level lighting will guide you to these exits. Please identify your nearest emergency exit. We will now demonstrate the use of the oxygen mask. If the cabin pressure drops, oxygen masks will appear automatically above all seats. Pull the mask towards you. This releases the flow of oxygen. Place the mask over your nose and mouth. Adjust the headband and breathe normally. If you're travelling with children, put on your own mask first before helping the children. Next, the life vest. Put your head through the opening. Fasten the strap around your back and attach it in front. Make sure to tighten it. To inflate your life vest, pull firmly on the red tabs. This should never be done inside the aircraft. If necessary, more air can be added to your life vest by blowing into the tubes. Pull the yellow label to illuminate the light on your shoulder. The life vest is located under your seat. Details of all safety instructions are in the Safety on Board card, which is kept in the seat pocket. Please read this card carefully prior to takeoff. Please adjust the back of your seat to the upright position and fold away your tray table. For safety reasons, we ask you to stow your hand luggage in the luggage bins or under the seat in front of you. Smoking is prohibited on board. On behalf of KLM and partners, we wish you a pleasant flight.
Ladies and gentlemen, in a few moments from now we will be switching off the cabin lights for takeoff. You will find reading light controls located in the panel above your heads. Thank you.
Cabin crew, take your seats.
Maar het is wel roodachtig. Ja. En is niet avondrood water in de sloot?
Afschuwelijk.
Hè?
Afschuwelijk.
Axol.
Ja, hè? Ik zag dat die... dat die hier binnen. Mexico staat er nog.
Ontzettend veel rollies hier ook, hè?
Ja.
Maar die houdt dan dichtbij, die houdt stop.
Nou joh. Mooi.
Daar staat het op. Naar de buis.
Ladies and gentlemen, in a few moments from now the fasten seatbelt sign will be switched off. However, we do advise you to keep your seatbelt fastened whenever you're seated. And please be careful when opening luggage bins as hand luggage may fall out unexpectedly. Thank you.
Ja, maar jammer. Zo fijn.
Ja, dat is zo mooi.
Ja.
zo meteen nog een moment waarmee ik een foto kan of niet? Is this, after we land, is there still a moment to get a photograph?
Yes.
Okay, thank you. Well, it's very quiet compared to the big Boeings, 737s like that, and well, it's just way easier to get on and off the plane, and well, it's just a very cozy airplane. Yeah. Well, the Fokker 100 was my favorite plane, because if you would sit in the front, there would be way less noise from the engines. And so yeah, that was my favorite plane, but they retired, KLM retired it a few years ago. Well, I think if they would take the aircraft for just 3 years longer, because then they would have a 100-year relationship with Fokker, it would be way nicer. So yeah.
We're flying quite slowly. Now, why are we flying slowly? The reason is that air traffic control would like us to land at around about 1/2 past the hour, and it looks like that's going to be about the case. That is the scheduled time of arrival, and there's a lot of films being taken, there's TV and so on and so on. So those people who are sitting by the windows, making sure you've brushed your hair and done your makeup, because you are going to be on the TV. The weather is great. It's a clear evening. There's breeze coming from the west, and we'll be landing on the westerly runway. That's runway 27. So you'll feel a little turbulence as we get into the lower levels due to that quite strong breeze, which is nice. You can feel this aircraft the way she deals beautifully with a little breeze from the west. That's quite nice. Also, it's my last landing in my career, so that'll make it just a little trickier. Make a good one out of it. So scorecards we handed out, and we'll see what you say just after the landing, because I'm going to be at the front to say goodbye to you all. Ryan out, the chief pilot, is going to be at the bottom of the stairs to say goodbye to you as well. We're going to have a moment or two, a very quick moment to take a quick photograph if you wish to, in cockpit, but we have to keep things moving. So that's an in and out thing really. So we'll be doing that, and I hope you're all enjoying the flight as much as me, and we'll certainly speak to you actually say something else, but bear with me, I'm about to retire. I've forgotten completely what I'm talking about. So, about time I did really. So, enjoy the rest of the flight. If I think of it, I'll call you back.
Oh ja.
Going out with a bang.
Nou ja, die stond behoorlijk wat mee, hoor.
Ja.
We'd like to welcome you to Schiphol Airport, Amsterdam. Please remain seated until the fasten seatbelt sign has been switched off. You may now use the cellular services on your phones and tablets. And please be careful when opening luggage bins, as hand luggage may fall out unexpectedly. This flight from London Heathrow was very special for all of us today. KLM, as you know, says farewell to this lovely Fokker 70 aircraft. We'd like to thank you for being our guest on board. Our last Fokker flight into Amsterdam. On behalf of KLM and all of the crew on board, we'd like to thank you for choosing to fly with us, and we do hope to see you again on board one of KLM's aircraft very soon. And ladies and gentlemen, now a very quick farewell to our lovely captain, Richard Galloway. As you know, he has been flying this Fokker aircraft now for 25 years and 25 days today. This is his final flight, he is retiring. I have personally known Richard for 31 years. He's a very, very special man. And this is a very bittersweet moment for us all. We have to say goodbye now to Richard, and we would just like to wish him a very happy retirement with his lovely wife Fran and his 2 boys. And please, ladies and gentlemen, when you do leave us for the final time, please take loads of photographs in the cockpit to say goodbye. And once again, we do hope to see you on board one of KLM's flights. Thank you very much. Thank you and good evening.
And ladies and gentlemen, the captain, you may have noticed that we've arrived in Amsterdam. That was literally the worst landing I've done in years. So I'm going to give you all permission to laugh as you leave the aircraft. I would hope to say something different, but you won't forget it. Thank you, Julie, for your thoughts. That's lovely, and we've had such a wonderful day today, and we'll see you all as you leave the aircraft. Thanks very much.
Ja, zo emoties.
Nou, die is zo mooi geschreven.
Oh ja.
Echt betaalbaar. Ja, die ook zo geschreven.
Ja, dat word ik zo van.
Nee. Ja, ja, dat weet ik. Ja, maar voor de zit er echt dicht. Oh. Maar ja, die is al bezig met voor de 7-3.
Ja, als de simulator.
Ja, als
I'm starting to think we won't get one.
What?
We won't get one. What's next?
Well, I don't know which runway we landed, but there's one, and the taxi is.
Oh yeah, the
Polderbahn. The Polderbahn, yes.
Yeah. It's really good for taking photos, but
for traveling, it's no good.
You go over a motorway. Amsterdam's such a big airport, it takes ages.
Yeah, yes. Such a small aircraft, such a big airport.
Yeah. There goes the new Raya that will replace.
Ladies and gentlemen, from the cockpit, your co-pilot, my name is Sonneveld. As you might have noticed, we're taxiing quite slowly, and that's due to the fact that we've got a whole armada of airport cars in front of us, giving us a warm welcome, making some pictures. So we're following some cars in front of us, so that's the slow taxiing. So a couple more minutes to enjoy your time in this lovely Fokker. Thank you very much.
Yeah, on the, you know the last MD-11 KLM had?
What?
The KLM had MD-11s.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, on the last one they had loads of cars like in front, like giving them a...
You almost done.
Ik ga maar geen water staat. Dan weet je gewoon veel.
Crew, disarm, slide.
Nee, dat krijgt die
Oh wow, that's a lot of cars.
Zit zo van heen af.
Ja, en nu snijdt hij.
And cabin crew doors may be open if they're not bent.
Of die wordt wel weggepakt.
Nog een, oh die gaan al weg.
Oh wow.
Poor beauties.
That's mine, bro.
Oh. Ja, die gaan al weg. Ja, die staat. Maar goed.
Bye bye. Ja, waarom?
start falling, 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 'cause we'll start falling.